friends, welcome. All right, today we are talking about listing and selling your items on Etsy and how much to charge for them. Every single day, I'm not joking, every single day somebody asks me what to list their price at, what fees are associated with Etsy. Some people even send me screenshots of their Etsy bill going, oh my gosh, they charged me X, Y, and Z for this, that, and everything else. And then they don't know how much their profit is, how much they're taking home. It is so hard and confusing for them. So I've compiled something amazing for you to figure out what to price your items at. With that being said, there are two ways that we can go about doing this. First and foremost, I created a listing in my website with this numbers sheet that I'm about ready to show you. It's something that I use and that you can use as well. Just to gauge on how you would want to base your pricing. We will go over all the fees that are associated with Etsy. So if you don't want to purchase the listing, you don't have to at all. But this will just go into detail exactly how much they are charging and in the end, like how much you should sell your items for. Let's get started. I'm going to put this over. I'm going to float myself up to the top just so you can still see my face as we're going. Okay, this is the numbers sheet that I have already set up. All the calculations and all the formulas are all plugged in for you. So this is like if you were to purchase this in my shop, this is what it would look like for you. Yes, there is a whole lot of red little exclamation mark stop sign thingies, and it's because we don't have anything filled in for the price. But once you fill in the price, then those go away. Okay, first and foremost, let's go over to the very top where it says no shipping. I've said this before in a different video, but if Etsy is telling you to not charge for shipping, you should not be charging for shipping. There is very rare occasions that I charge for shipping. There's two reasons actually. One reason is if they want to upgrade shipping to something that's something more expensive than first class. So like priority or express, overnight, FedEx, like all of those types of shipping upgrades that aren't already built into my pricing, that's when you would want to charge for shipping. And then the second one is international shipping. That, unfortunately, is so costly. I sell paper as well as my second shop. On my second website, I sell cardstock. And if I ship the same order, a 10-pack of cardstock, anywhere in the United States, it is $9. If I ship that same 10-pack of cardstock to Canada, it ends up being like $22. It is outrageous. So I do charge for international shipping, and then obviously if you have upgraded shipping, that's the only time I charge for shipping. Otherwise, that I do build my pricing in to include how much it costs to ship an item. And then you can also see that right here on this tab for box I. It says cost to make item and to ship. So that is everything included. So all of your material needed to make the item, all your material needed to ship the item, and also shipping the item. All three of those things need to be built in and then put in right here. Okay, so let's just take an item from my shop and we will plug it in to all this formulas to give you a little rundown of how much you're going to make and how much you're being charged and then what your profit is. I am going to pull up my Etsy shop. Here's the home page. We're just going to plug in any listing it doesn't matter what it is, it will work for everyone. So let's say that someone buys a birthday banner. From me, just a regular happy birthday banner. I charge $28.75 and I have free shipping. So we'll go back into the numbers and we'll put the item in, Valentine happy birthday banner. And we decided it was 28. What did we say it was? I already forgot. $28.75 for that banner. So $28.75. I'm charging $0 for shipping, so then the total would be $28.75. Now, Etsy has a 20-cent listing, which is why I don't suggest doing automatic renewals for listings, because every single time your listing expires, you get charged 20 cents. Me personally, in my own personal life, I do not auto bill anything. I don't auto charge anything. There's no automation for my bills. I want to know exactly how much I'm spending all the time. It's a control thing, I know. So even when it comes to my own Etsy shop, I do not do auto renew anything. But when it sells, if you have multiple of those items, then you get to then it will auto renew to that. But every single time you list an item, it is 20 cents. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even if it doesn't sell, you're still out the 20 cents. When you sell that item, Etsy is going to charge you a 5% fee. That is Etsy's fee for you being there. That is their fee. That's what they take home from your entire sale. So of $28.75, they are charging you 5%. Now, going over to the processing fees. This is the credit card fees. And I know this is where it starts to get really confusing because they're like, well, we just got charged 5%. So credit card fees is a completely separate system and a completely separate business. So Etsy itself is the transaction fee, and they are a company that lets you list their stuff on their website. Credit processing fees is like Visa and MasterCard and Amex. They're not associated with Etsy, but they allow Etsy to collect payment using their system, and they're going to charge. So they are charging 3% of your sale plus 25 cents. So it doesn't matter if you're selling something for 99 cents. They are going to charge you 5%, then a credit processing thing of 3%, and then a standard fee of 25 cents. Happens all the time. It doesn't matter what it is. So your cost to make and ship the item. For this banner, I have another spreadsheet somewhere else. So I don't really know off the top of my head how much it's going to cost me. But let's just say to ship the item, it costs $3. And then to make the item, it costs $5. And this is like everything: your glue, your time, your material, and then your envelope and everything else like that. So we have a 3 and 5, which makes $8. So we're going to put an 8 right here. Your total profit for this one banner is $20.22. Now, that gives you a profit, a gross profit margin, which is 70%. Depending on, I get asked a lot, like, how do you gauge your items? How do you price your items? For me personally, the way I price my items is right here, and that's through gross profit margins. I want to hit a certain amount of percentage for that. Everyone can be different. It just depends on you and you alone. So if you want to get to a gross profit margin of 80%, then you need to increase your price to get to 80%. So let's say if we change this to $30, now your gross profit margins are 71. So just you have to keep going up and raising your prices until you hit that gross profit margin that you want to reach. Right now, you're looking at a 70, 80, 90, 100. You're looking at roughly around a 30% cost to list, make, and sell that item. Ship it and everything. Out the door, that's how much you're making. You're taking home $21.47 for a $30 happy birthday banner item. That is for, and I have 4 different tabs up here at the very top because then it starts getting even more confusing. This was the very basic. You just started on Etsy. You're not charging for shipping. You don't pay for any ads. You don't do anything else. You're not paying for their subscription or anything else like that. This is what it is. This is how much you're going to take home for that one. We'll do $28.75 again, because that's how much I'm selling. Yes, $28.75, because that's how much I'm selling that one banner for. Okay, there is a next station where if you charge for shipping, so we'll go over and we'll copy. I'm going to copy this one right here. We're going to put it over into here, Valentine banner. Okay, so that same banner, if you are in Etsy fees and you charge for shipping. So let's say you $28.75 is how much you sell your item for, and you charge the customer $3 to ship. So your total would be $31.75. Nothing changes on the listing fees. You always get charged the 20 cents. You always get charged the 5% fee. You always get charged the 3%, and then you always get charged 25 cents. A long, 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 long time ago, Etsy did not charge you a fee when you charged your customer for shipping. They did not charge that. It was maybe 3 years ago they changed it, where not only do you get charged your 5% on your transaction, but you also get charged 5% on your shipping. The total processing fee right here, this 3%, that is on everything. That is on your $31.75, and your shipping fee is going to be on the $3. This 5% shipping fee is on your $3. I know it gets confusing. That's why I created this spreadsheet, because it's so much easier to plug in how much you sell an item, how much you make and ship the item, and then you get your profits. It's so much easier to do it that way. That's why I made it so easy. But if you don't want to do that, then this is where it kind of gets confusing. Okay, so let's say for that same banner, it was $8 to make and ship that item. So we'll just put $8 in here. Okay, so now your gross profit margins are 72%. The reason why, yes, you're making more in profit margins, that's great. But the reason why Etsy has said that you should not be charging shipping is most customers don't want that fee. They don't want to be shopping for all of this stuff, and then they're like, okay, my total is 31, or my total is 28.75, and then they get to checkout and it says, oh, $3 additional. Oh, I have to spend $35 to get free shipping. That turns the buyer off. The normal average buyer wants to see all the costs associated at the very beginning of the transaction. They don't want the hidden fees. That's what they feel like. Customers feel like they're getting a hidden fee when you charge them shipping. So that's why I always say build your pricing to reflect that. Even if you were to drop this, let's say $18, and then charged $3 shipping, or let's make it even. Let's do $28.75. Let's do $25.75, because at the very end it's going to equal out to $28.75, and your profit margins are going to equal the same. But to a buyer that clicks on a listing and thinks they're going to get paid $25.75 for a banner, and then they get to checkout and there's like a $3 additional charge, it turns them off and it makes them want to go shop elsewhere. Don't let that happen. Just put your pricing all together in that. Now, for me and in my shop, the way that I do it is I always build my pricing to include the shipping in there. Now, remember when I said that I do offer upgraded shipping. If they want that sooner, they're going to have to pay for it, and it's listed in my shop. If you want it super fast, like express Amazon shipping, you're going to have to pay for that, and it's listed in my shop. That's where I do charge the shipping. Most customers, if they are good on a price and they've planned ahead and stuff like that, they won't upgrade the shipping. However, it's a nice option to say, hey, I offer free shipping, but if you would like it faster, there's always more you always can do. You always can upgrade and pay for more. And sometimes I think probably about half of my sales go either way. They're either doing the free shipping or they want the faster shipping. But for me, party decorations, you either have the last minute planners or I'm planning ahead for months. So that's really where it is in my category, but it can be different for everyone else, especially around Christmas time or in the holiday season for Valentine's and gifts. Like if you sell gifts, people might want to pay for that upgraded shipping, and you can charge that. Just make sure that you're using the right tab when you're trying to figure out your pricing. Okay. Now, when you become there's two other ways for Etsy and Google Ads and everything else like that. If you pay for offsite ads, the way that it works is they take a percentage of your sale. Sometimes they make you do it. It depends on how much that you sell. I have that also in the listing. We're also going to cover it as well. But it depends on how much you sell, and it also changes. Your percentage changes depending on how much you sell. Or when you started or anything else like that. There's another thing for So offsite ads is like ads seen in Google or Pinterest or on, different websites or TV or whatever. Like that's an offsite ad. Then there's things called Etsy ads, which you just pay for a certain amount of money each day. I did not include that just because that would just go off to your bottom dollar. But for the offsite ads, they do charge you for a percentage of your ads. And there's two different ways of doing, two different fees for that. And it's right here. I put it right here. Etsy ad, the offsite ad fees. I have it already generated at 15% because the average seller is paying 15%. You will have to check your own Etsy shop. It will tell you whether you're paying 15 or 12%. I personally am paying 12%, but let's just say for the average seller, we're going to do 15%. Okay, so let's go back and we're just going to do the same thing. This is if you have Etsy offsite ads and you're not doing shipping. So we have no shipping, then we have charging shipping. Then we have no shipping, but you have the offsite ads. And then the last one is you are charging shipping and you have the offsite ads. I told you. This is where it gets real confusing. This is why I've made this spreadsheet, so it makes it really easy for you. Okay, so let's go back over into the original price of $28.75. And we're going to plug that in. We're going to copy and paste that in there. And we're going to, again, say Valentine's banner. Okay, we're not charging for shipping, so it's 0. Your total is $28.75. Now, for Etsy, the listing fee, again, is always 20 cents. Your transaction fee is always going to be 5%. Your credit card processing fee is always 3% plus 25 cents. And then if you're paying for offsite ads, it is 15% of your entire sale. Yes. Then we also said that it cost us $8 to make and ship that item. So we're going to copy and paste $8 into that and press enter. And so now your total profit on this item is $20 versus, I'm just making sure, I'm like, wait a minute, versus it was 2022 is how much it was without offsite ads. Then with offsite ads, it's 2007. So just a couple cents off. It's not a whole lot. When you start selling in the higher dollar areas is where you'll see the bigger profit or the bigger percentages off. But then your gross profit margins is 69%, 69.8%. So almost 70% of profit is what you're getting from that one sale of Etsy. Doing the same thing for with if you are charging for shipping. So let's go over here and we'll do $28.75 and we're going to charge $3 for shipping because that's what we did originally. And let's just do $25.75 because we did that for the last one. Name this Valentine banner. Total is $28.75. Then you have your standard listing fees of 20 cents, 5% for transaction, 3% for credit card fees, plus 25 cents, plus your 5% on the shipping total, and then plus your 15%. Cost to make the item is $8. Gives you a total profit of $20 and a profit margin of $69.34. It was really confusing. I think the reason why that the Etsy makes it so convoluted like that is to not confuse a person, but then you kind of feel like out of the dark and don't really know what you're being charged. Let me make myself bigger so you can see me. With that being said, if you have any questions about any of this, just put it down in the comments field and I will definitely help you out. I want to make it as easy as selling as possible because, gosh, it sucks to know that you could potentially be losing out on a ton of money by mis-selling or pricing your items. That would stink so bad because it's really that simple of two inputs of numbers. All right, y'all. I hope this was informal and I didn't lose you too much, and I will see you soon. Bye.